and things are going pretty decent. And I decided I'd sit down here on a bucket for a second and see how things was going. Watch the world go by, as they say. And then I had a little issue. Just a minor one. Hey, take 5, it'll only take a minute. And today is one of those days where I'm tickled to death to take 5. Listen to the Shark Farmer on the radio here, and I'm a little bit tired. We put 6 semi-loads of little birds in, as you can see there behind me. And so, you know, getting them in. And just a lot of walking, a lot of moving back and forth, getting things ready, getting everything just right. So I'm gonna take 5. I'm getting older. Man, do I feel it some days. But this is, tomorrow we will go through and check out to see how the birds are feeling. And after that, it's not too bad for a few weeks. So I'm looking forward to that. And so while I'm sitting here, it's a good time. Sherry and I like to take opportunities to teach our children. We use this to teach. So kids, self-induced problems, troubles, accidents, incidents, self-induced. That means I did it, okay? And so I'm sitting here contemplating those things, and I'm going to tell you, don't do it. You know, if you can avoid it, don't do it. Not that I've ever done anything like that. As I sit here with my 5-gallon buckets, dumping feed back into the hopper to feed the feed lines down yonder, because I forgot to put that on because I was in a hurry to get the lunch. So don't do that. Don't do that. Easy for me to say, even easier for me to do. Don't do that. You know, take a second, think over things. Have I done this, this, and this, and this? I'm getting the age, I'm starting to have to write it down. Self-induced. These things kill you. Kill your efficiency, kill your productivity, profit. Okay, so I'm going to sit in here for the next couple hours babysitting that hopper because I didn't take 5 minutes to double check and make sure that I had everything right. And HR is off today, or I'd already fired myself, but I'd have to hire myself back to put the things back in there. Think about it. Hey, and don't forget, like and subscribe. That's the only thing going to ever get us out of this place. So like and subscribe. If you like it, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. Subscribe if you're interested in what we're doing on our farm. A small farm. Just trying to keep motoring. And this is real, by the way. I'm sitting in a real barn on a real farm with a lot of real problems. Well, I mean, not literally, you know, but some of them do. Anyway, see ya. So, on purpose, Sherry and I have divided our roles with our children, and we're trying to teach them and show them the proper ways to do things. And so, in an effort to do that the best we can, Sherry is going to do the how to do it correctly part or portion, you know, and she's very good at that. Very good at that. Does a just comprehensive job, constantly growing and so forth. I am going to do how not to do it. You know, it takes some strategy, it takes some pre-planning, I guess you might say, but all in all, I am very proficient at screwing stuff up. So this particular one, it was fairly simple to construct. So that's the route that Sherry and I are working towards on training our children on what to do and what not to do. All right, gang, so what not to do. So number one, on what not to do in this situation where you dumped a whole bunch of stuff on the whole feed bin on the ground here. Number one thing not to do is to pick up a 6-gallon bucket. Don't do it. Like you think, they get more and so on. No, it's way too much work. Entirely too much work. So pick up like a 2.5 gallon bucket. You know what I'm saying? Or a 1 gallon bucket. We're at bare minimum, just 5 gallon bucket, not a 6 gallon bucket. Didn't even, to be honest with you, I didn't know they made a 6 gallon bucket. I was sitting here looking at it and was like, no wonder it's a 6 gallon bucket. Don't do that, number one. All right, number two, making progress here. See ya. I'm getting there. All right, number two, stay focused on whatever it is you're doing. So in this case, I needed to come back, put the hoppers on. This is the hopper inward. And I need to make sure that I put, it's hard to do this backwards, make sure I get that tube in the hopper. Put the hopper on, put the tube on, focus only on that and nothing else. Don't do anything else, because this is a self-inflicted issue, mishap, and it's a time suck. So it's just gobbling up my time down here. So for you, when you're doing those types of things, stay focused on whatever it is you're doing, and everything else, just, especially when it can lead to this. Staying focused is important to what you're doing, and this affected productivity, efficiency, and profit, bottom line. And when you know, we're a small farm in terms of acres, but in terms of enterprises, not so much. And so if you spread that out, and these self-induced mistakes add up on these other entities. So we got turkey, we got crops, we got the cattle, haze going on now, we got the flower farm happening. So if you add those up over time, that will lead to an issue. So don't do that. Now, it's a great opportunity to humbly sit back and what can I learn from it? And so you're going to make mistakes over your course of your life. I have, Sherry has, and we have learned from them. Learn from it. Humbly learn from them, right? Laugh, chuckle, you know, it's actually kind of funny. So last is a little bit of grit, determination, not going to quit. One of the things that you have to look at, guys, as you have dreams, you're going to be great at them. You know, you can do whatever you put your mind to, but you got to be willing to. You got to be willing to drive through. And so, just like this is a 6 gallon bucket. Stupid, but you know, this is not going to be the last time that this type of thing happens. It's definitely not the first time. You gotta be willing to gut through it and learn from it. So stay focused, learn from your mistakes humbly look at it and say, you know, okay, what can I do better here? And then, you know, you gotta persist. You gotta keep going even when it looks bad. You can do it. You can do it. Just outside of the litter building, and barn 2 is cleaned out. We're going to go work on barn 3 next, and it should be an easy day. Today's verse was about storing up treasures in heaven versus here on earth. And sometimes I get kind of caught up in everything that goes on this farm. And it is important for the reminder, like I've had this morning, it does not really matter. The other night during loadout, one of the trucks missed a curve, and unfortunately, the driver died. Sadly, he died. And so lost a load of turkeys. No, who cares? Store up things in heaven and not here on earth. We don't know about today, not sure about tomorrow. We can be sure about where we end up. And so I hope you have a safe day wherever you might be. All right, Lila, what are we doing?
Planting beans.
Planting beans. Okay, so we finally got a rain, right? So it's in June, but before this, it wasn't raining. And what happened here? Why are we having to do this? Because I'm breathing heavy. This is hard work.
The planter marker didn't go down.
Yeah, the planter didn't get down. So were you planting? No. Well, shouldn't we fire somebody? I mean, this looks like fire. Huh?
I guess we
have to fire me. So that's why we're doing this, is because I was too fast into the field as I was planting. I got 2 or 3 patches like this, and I got one where the I don't know what happened, but I missed a little triangle up on another farm I got to do. So we're going to fix it today. It may not be the best, but that's what we're going to try to do. I'm scratching the ground a little with the rake, and then of course with this moisture, hopefully I don't know, hopefully it helps. But so far I got really good weed control. Isn't that awesome? So the intern, Lila, the intern for the summer, the head intern, she's the head cheese. Well, not exactly. We have multiple peoples. We have peoples. Anyways, so that's what we're doing. Okay, still in the same field. And this is actually a field that Lila and I took the Ranger right there, and drove the whole field, right? Yeah. We drove the whole field looking for a specific part that was no longer available for our Glencoe tillage tool. No longer available, which, I mean, like, it's 15, 20, oh golly, it's like 30 years old. So they no longer make the part. And Lila was getting in the Ranger, and what did you find? She found the part, which is, it's like a block bearing kind of, we can clean it up. We can clean it up, we can reuse it. And if we have another part issue, we've got one, 300 bucks. Ha! And so I'm gonna give her $300 in bonus points, and then I'm gonna double it to 600 bonus points, payable whenever. All right, let's see here. This one's done. We had one corn plant and a water hemp, which I pulled and threw away. And that's, honestly, that's what I'm hoping to do, is to be able to keep the weeds out. So, yes, it's not perfect, but this is what we're gonna do. We got another patch that I know about, and it does add up, and I need to do a better job. Oh, there's a corn plant. See that thing right there? Hey, duct tape, dude. They should be a sponsor. Everything we do here is a duct tape. Everything. Hey, I got this idea. For duct tape bumper stickers. What? Yeah, duct tape bumper stickers, dude. I'm telling you, it's going to be a thing. By the way, we are planting some cropland soybeans. These are enlist variety, but that's pretty much what we've been planting for the last few years. And there's Jack, our very young lab. Off we go to the next one. This is a different farm, and I had this patch here, and I don't know, I'm guessing I couldn't see it or something. So anyways, I did not get this chunk planted. So this is getting planted right now by our young person here. 18, 19? 19. The 19-ish internish. Yeah. Anyways, we're getting, this one's done. Now we're gonna go check a couple other places. So now what you're asking is this the best way to plant beans? My lands, no. The best way would be to actually have done it the first time. But kind of like the Best Buy date on, stuff, soda, it was Best Buy. This is the best I can do. And the other day I bought some Dollar General soda, and it wasn't no fizz, man. That is a disappointment. Anyways, this is how we're doing it.